Good evening, YouTube, and welcome to Pipe Report. So I'm going to be doing a live hangout with Zoo on Politicon in about 10 minutes here, aka Zoo on Politicon, or Holly Seeliger. But I want to do a quick video on this article here because this is kind of important. I see, well, I guess not a lot of YouTubers, but there's one YouTuber I know. He has done videos in the past where essentially he said that it's pretty much proven that Trump and Russia colluded with each other in the election. It's pretty much proven that Trump was lying about being wiretapped and blah. If you don't believe me, you're just dumb. The YouTuber in question is the Progressive Voice. I actually challenged him to a debate, and he gave me a fake email address. That being said, I've actually never had an actual debate, so I'm probably not that great at it. So really, he should accept because he could probably beat me in a debate. I mean, if it was a written debate, if we were able to write what we feel and think and use evidence that way, I think I'd do all right. But in terms of a verbal debate, I have never done one, so I don't know how well I would do. So I am kind of disappointed that he said no. But anyways, so Samantha Power here, looks like she was really busy the last year of Obama's administration. Really busy, unmasking people on a daily basis. Just going insane, trying to unmask every single Trump associate. And we can look at this two different ways. We can look at this that Obama knew about it, and he was complicit in it, or Obama was completely ignorant of it. I tend to believe that Obama knew about it. We know that Paul Manafort was actually being wiretapped while he was Trump's campaign manager. We know that Trump Tower, they actually filed for a FISA order that was denied for Trump Tower, I think in July. So we know there were attempts, and we know there actually was successful attempt to monitor and to wiretap the communications of the Trump campaign. So it's hard for me to view Obama as an innocent figure in this, just based on what his staff has done. Here's the article. Samantha Power, the former ambassador to the UN, was unmasking at such a rapid pace in the final months of the Obama administration that she averaged more than one request for every working day in 2016. More than one request for every working day in 2016. And even sought information in the days leading up to Trump's inauguration. Multiple sources close to the matter told Fox News. Now, I would be partisan if I didn't say this. You have to be careful when you trust anonymous sources. You should take it with a grain of salt until it is actually proven here. So with this, multiple sources close to the matter told Fox News. This does not mean that it is ascertained as facts. However, GOP chairman from Congress, well, we'll get to that soon, but so just so you know, whenever someone says sources told me this, sources told me that, it could just very well be fake news. That's why when you hear New York Times and CNN and Washington Post making these outrageous news articles and saying a source told this, a source did this, try not to believe it, or you can believe it, but be very skeptical, do more research, see if it actually holds muster when challenged. Two sources who were not authorized to speak on the record said the request to identify Americans whose names surfaced in foreign intelligence reporting, known as unmasking, exceeded 260 last year. One source indicated this occurred in the final days of the Obama White House. The details emerged ahead of an expected appearance by Power next month on Capitol Hill, and I hope Trey Gowdy grills her. She is one of several Obama officials facing congressional scrutiny for their role in seeking the identities of Trump associates in intelligence reports, but the interest in her actions is particularly high. Obama official made hundreds of masking requests, GOP chairman says. That is linked to an article. However, I did archive this, so I cannot click it. In a July letter to Director of National Intelligence Dan Coats, House Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes said the committee had learned that one official whose position had no apparent intelligence-related function made hundreds of unmasking requests during the final year of the Obama administration. The official is widely reported to be Power. During a public congressional hearing earlier this year, Trey Gowdy of South Carolina pressed the former CIA Director John Brennan on unmasking, without mentioning Power by name. Here is the transcript. Sorry, my chair is really squeaking. It pisses me off. I'm looking for a new chair. So sorry if you have to deal with that. Anyways, Gowdy, do you recall any U.S. ambassadors asking the names to be unmasked? Brennan, I don't know. Maybe it's ringing a vague bell, but I could not answer with any confidence. Gowdy continued, asking, on either January 19th or up till noon on January 20th, did you make any unmasking requests? Brennan, I do not believe I did. Gowdy, so you did not make any requests on the last day that you were employed? Brennan, no, I was not in the agency on the last day I was employed. Wow, very good answer, trying to deflect and not answer the question. 3 of the nation's intelligence agencies received subpoenas in May, explicitly naming 3 top Obama administration officials, Susan Rice, Brennan, and Power. Records were requested for Ben Rhodes, then President Barack Obama's advisor, but the documents were not the subject of a subpoena. A spokesperson for Power had no comment on the number or timing of her requests, but in a previous statement, her lawyer David Pressman emphasized that, quote, while serving as our permanent representative to the UN, Ambassador Power was also a member of the National Security Council, responsible for advising the president on the full range of threats confronting the United States. Any insinuation that Ambassador Power was involved in leaking classified information is absolutely false. Okay, maybe she's innocent of leaking classified information, but that doesn't mean she's innocent of unmasking Trump associates. That doesn't mean that she is innocent of having a partisan bias to try to destroy the Trump campaign. That doesn't mean any of that. So that's a very careful choice of words they did there. During congressional testimony, since the unmasking controversy began, NSA Director Mike Rogers has explained that unmasking is handled by the intelligence community in an independent review. We apply 2 criteria in response to their requests. Number 1, you must make the request in writing. Number 2, the request must be made on the basis of your official duties, not the fact that you just find this report really interesting and you're just curious, he said in June. It has to tie to your job. And finally, I said 2, but there's a 3rd criteria, and is the basis of the request must be that you need this identity to understand the intelligence you're reading. Previous ambassadors have made unmasking requests, but Fox News was told the number in the low double digits. Power has agreed to meet with the Senate and House Intelligence Committees as part of the Russia probe. She is expected before the House Committee in a private classified session in October. I am excited for The Seeker. He's a YouTuber I'm subscribed to. He's a good guy. And he has a series going over the whole Russia Gate and Wiretap Gate, Obama Gate, all this stuff. So be sure to check him out. He goes really in depth. They're long videos, like 30 minutes to even an hour sometimes, but he goes over everything you need to know, and they're very, very well done. So I am excited to see him discuss this when the time comes. And I'm done.